Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Arshiya, Educationwali. I welcome you all to my another session with ChatGPT on a topic the future of education, how technology is transforming learning. So, how is technology changing the traditional classroom learning experience and other things we are going to learn? To talk with on this topic, we have Maya here. Let's call Maya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, Maya. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just enjoying the flow of things.
Okay,
What's on your mind
Maya.
today?
Maya, I
You're
have,
real?
yeah, I want to know something about the future of education, how technology is transforming learning. So, are you ready for that?
That's right up my alley. I'm more than ready.
Okay. So, how is technology changing the traditional classroom learning experience?
It's basically flipping the script on the whole on the stage model. Instead of everyone sitting in rows listening to one lecture, we're seeing a move toward personalized learning paths. Tech lets students move at their own pace, so the kid who's cruising through algebra doesn't get bored, and the one who's stuck doesn't get left behind. It turns the teacher into more of a coach or a facilitator than just a source of information.
Okay. So, what role will artificial intelligence play in the future of education?
AI is going to be the ultimate teaching assistant. Think of it as handling all the heavy lifting, grading, lesson planning, and tracking progress so teachers can actually spend their time on the human side of things, like mentorship and emotional support, which are the parts of teaching that a machine can't actually do. It'll probably look like a hyper personalized tutor for every single student, regardless of where they are in the world.
Okay. So, how can AI tools help teachers save time and improve their teaching methods?
Honestly, the biggest win is the end of the blank page struggle. AI is amazing for generating those first drafts of lesson plans or rubrics that usually take hours to stare at. It can take a complex topic and instantly brainstorm 5 different ways to explain it for 5 different types of learners. Plus, it's great for automating the repetitive stuff like drafting emails to parents or organizing a chaotic set of student feedback, which clears up the mental space for the actual teaching.
Okay, so will technology replace teachers in the future or will it empower them?
I think the idea of replacing teachers is a bit of a myth. Information is a commodity now. You can get a fax based answer from a bot in 2 seconds. But inspiration, mentorship, and knowing when a student is having a bad day, that's purely human.
Yes, of course.
Tech will strip away the boring parts of the job, which actually makes the teacher more essential because it frees them up to focus on the parts of the role that actually change lives.
Okay. So, how can personalized learning through technology help students learn better?
It basically removes the middle of the road problem. In a traditional setup, the teacher teaches to the average, which means some students are bored and others are lost. With tech, the experience pivots in real time. If a student misses a concept in a module, the system can immediately serve up a different explanation or a foundational review before letting them move forward. It creates this tight feedback loop where students aren't just waiting until a test to find out they didn't get it, they know right then and there.
Okay, so what are the benefits and challenges of online education and digital classroom?
The biggest benefit is obviously the accessibility. It breaks down those geographical walls so you can have a world class education, whether you're in a major city or a remote village. But the trade off is the isolation factor. It's much harder to build those spontaneous organic connections and social skills when you're staring at a screen instead of sitting in a room with your peers.
Okay, so how can virtual reality and augmented reality transform the way students learn?
It turns learning from something you read about into something you actually experience. Imagine instead of just reading about ancient Rome, you can actually walk through the forum and see the scale of the architecture around you. Or in biology, instead of looking at a diagram of a cell, you could shrink down and fly through the cytoplasm to see how the organelles actually work. It takes the abstract and makes it concrete, which is usually where the real light bulb moments happen.
And what is augmented reality, by the way?
Think of it as a layer of digital information sitting on top of the real world. Unlike VR, which puts you in a totally fake environment, AR keeps you right where you are but adds to it. A
Okay.
great example is those filters on your phone that put
Mhm.
dog ears on your head, or
Okay.
apps where you can see how a new couch would actually look in your living room before you buy it. It's like having a digital overlay on your actual surroundings.
Mhm. So, what digital skills should students and teachers develop to succeed in the future?
Beyond just knowing how to use a specific app, it's really about developing digital fluency. For everyone, AI literacy is the big one, not just knowing how to prompt a bot, but knowing how to critically evaluate what it spits out. We're moving into an era where the ability to verify information is more important than the ability to find it. For teachers, it's about becoming architects of learning experiences rather than just deliverers of content. For students, it's about mastering a growth mindset so they can pivot as the tools change every 6 months.
Mm-hmm. So, how can
It's a lot to keep up.
technology, yeah, of course. How can technology make education more accessible for students around the world?
It's basically the great equalizer. It removes the requirement to be physically present in a specific building or city to get a world class education. With things like open educational resources and free online courses, the most cutting edge knowledge in the world is suddenly available to anyone with an internet connection, regardless of their zip code. It shifts the power from the institution to the learner, although it only works if people actually have the hardware and the connection to get online.
Okay. So, what will the classroom of the future look like in the next 10 years?
I think the physical room will stop being the center of the universe. Instead of rows of desks facing a whiteboard, it'll probably look more like a creative studio or a collaboration hub. You'll have these flexible zones for group projects and hands on experimenting, while the actual lecture part happens asynchronously through AI driven modules at home. The teacher won't be at the front of the room. They'll be moving between groups, acting more like a mentor or a project manager. It'll be less about where you learn and more about how you're interacting with the material.
Okay. So,
It's a pretty wide.
yes.
I'm listening.
There I can see there are many schools with robotic teachers. So, will they replace the teachers, these robotic teachers in future?
I think there's a big difference between a robot that can deliver a lesson and a teacher who can actually reach a student. A robot can be incredibly efficient at presenting facts or grading a quiz, but it can't provide the emotional intuition that a human teacher does. It can't notice the subtle shift in a student's mood or offer the kind of nuanced encouragement that sparks a lifelong passion for a subject. Those robots are tools, but the heart of education is still a human connection.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Exactly. It's kind of a
Um,
funny paradox, right? More we automate the technical side of learning, the more valuable the purely human side becomes. It's like we're finally clearing out the busy work to make room for the stuff that actually matters.
yes.
Since you're in the trenches of education yourself, do you feel like your students are already craving that human connection more as they use more AI tools?
Yes, I think so.
It makes sense. There's something about getting an instant, perfect answer from a bot that actually makes the messy, imperfect parts of human conversation feel more rewarding. It's like the
Mm,
more we have of the efficient stuff, the more we value the things that actually take time and effort.
yes. Thank you so much, Maya, for your uh, mm, insightful conversation on this topic. I hope everyone have enjoyed and got something from our topic conversation. See you in the next session. Until then, bye bye.
It was my pleasure. I really enjoyed this one. I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next session. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us in this insightful conversation. See you in the next session with ChatGPT. Until then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.